One Nation Senator Rod Culleton gave a peculiar press conference yesterday. It was the most embarrassing thing to happen to him since he realised he's a One Nation Senator. Let's take a look.
Some days dog shit sticks to your boot, and unfortunately I'm wiping it off, but it still stinks.
You see, a lot of people say they want to see more ordinary people in politics, but the thing you need to remember about ordinary people is at some point they're going to start talking about wiping off shit in a puddle.
So I need to perhaps go over to that garden hose or that puddle and give it a good wash.
Senator Culleton is at risk of losing his Senate seat due to a legal challenge which is going to the High Court, and he's taking the threat deadly seriously.
I'll simply go down and shear a sheep and take the belly fleece and stick it over my head, and I'll represent myself.
And as a One Nation Senator, you can be sure that when he shears that sheep, it won't be facing towards Mecca. But I'm sure Culleton will be fine on his own. He's got a clear understanding of the difference between guilt and innocence. This is how he described a court case he was involved in last week.
At all material times I was innocent.
And this is how the media described it.
Senator Culleton today pleaded guilty to larceny.
Well, he might not understand the difference between innocence and guilt, but his legal strategy is sound.
I'm going out as an opening batsman and I'm, trying to hit 100.
As yet, no one has hit a century in the High Court, but god damn it if Rod Culleton isn't going to be the first man to get thrown out trying. And if cricket's not your thing, he can box his way out of trouble.
I always stick to the philosophy of Muhammad Ali, with the George Foreman fight, come out swinging, take him out.
And that's the only time someone in One Nation will follow the philosophy of someone named Muhammad. But the key to winning a court case is sound reasoning, and Culleton's got that in spades. When he was accused of stealing a car key, he came out with this stunning legal argument.
Just because I turn around and say that I took a key is no different, like I said, no different to taking a scone off someone's plate. Sorry, I took the scone.
Hey, you don't need to tell me about that legal precedent. We're all familiar with the case of Key versus Scone. But despite his obvious legal know-how, Senator Culleton dropped a bombshell.
I'm not a criminal lawyer. I'm not a lawyer at all.
You're kidding! I thought you were Jeffrey Robertson with all that scone talk. But don't you worry about Rob. When it comes to cross-examination, he's got a foolproof tactic.
Have you ever traded while insolvent?
Have you?
Do you feel you're a fit and proper person to be in the Senate?
Or do you?
But even though Rod's press conference was confusing, he did clear one thing up for us about how he came to be a One Nation Senator.
Well, I could have had 4 glasses of wine at the time I was nominating.
That explains how you end up a One Nation Senator. You have to be maggot. For The Feed, I'm Mark Humphries.